All right. Welcome to another deep dive, you guys. We've got a really thought-provoking piece today sent in from a listener.
Oh, yeah.
It's from a website called Inner Way,
Okay.
and it's all about personal growth and creating a positive life, which,
Of course.
we're
Yeah.
all about here.
Big topic.
Absolutely. But what really struck me was the language, like the way it keeps using the word one. It's almost like,
Like a universal.
yeah, like a spiritual kind of thing.
Right.
So I'm curious to see what wisdom we can extract from this and how it applies to,
To our listeners.
yeah, to everyone listening. Yeah. To your life.
Yeah.
So let's dive in. One of the first things that jumps out is this whole idea of manifesting a positive reality,
Yeah.
Full of peace and freedom and abundance and all that good stuff.
Yeah. It sounds amazing, but how do we actually?
It's like, sign me up.
Yeah.
But how do we actually do it?
It doesn't really get into the nitty-gritty of that, does it?
No.
Yeah.
It's very vague on the how-to.
That's where things get tricky with these kind of things. It's easy to get caught up in the beauty of the idea of peace and abundance and all of that.
Sure.
But the real work is in the how.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe you can help us unpack that a bit. What's the deal with manifestation? Is it just wishful thinking or?
Well, it's not magic,
Yeah.
It's not like you just sit there and poof, you have $1 million.
Right.
But it is about this mindset shift
Yeah.
and this conscious effort towards your goals. So, think about it this way.
Okay.
You know how sometimes when you believe you can achieve something,
Right.
you're actually more likely to take the steps to make it happen?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost.
Right.
Manifestation kind of taps into that.
Okay. So it's more about aligning your actions with what you want to see in your life.
Yeah, exactly. It's about putting in the work, but also about having the right mindset.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But then the article gets a little woo-woo for me. It starts talking about vibrations
Yeah.
and like how we impact the world around us with our vibes.
Okay.
I've always been kind of skeptical of that kind of energy talk,
I get it.
Is there any real basis for this, or is it just new age fluff?
I think there's something to it, but maybe not in a mystical way.
Okay.
Think about it. Have you ever met someone who just walks into a room,
Oh, yeah.
your energy just lifts everyone up?
Totally. Like they just radiate positivity.
Exactly. And on the flip side, there are people who,
Just drain you. Yeah,
yeah, you just feel drained after being around them.
totally.
So I think what the article is getting at is that we all have this energy,
Okay.
and it can be positive or negative, and it does impact others.
So it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah, we're all interconnected in a way.
Okay, I can see that. But the article takes it even further. It talks about like a global frequency shift.
Whoa.
Like, are they suggesting we can collectively create a better world
That's a big claim.
through our individual growth?
It is a big claim, but it kind of ties back into what we were just talking about with the whole interconnectedness thing.
Okay.
If our individual energies can impact those around us,
Right.
then imagine what happens when a lot of people start shifting their energy towards something positive.
It's like a collective consciousness thing.
Exactly. That's the concept they're playing with here. It's the idea that we're all part of this larger whole, and our individual thoughts and actions contribute to the overall energy of that whole.
So if enough of us are putting out positive vibes,
Theoretically, yeah, it could create a ripple effect that impacts the entire world.
wow, that's pretty powerful stuff. It makes you think about the responsibility we each have to cultivate that positive energy.
Right. It's not just about personal growth anymore. It's about contributing to something much bigger.
Yeah, it's like we each have a role to play in creating a better future.
Exactly.
Wow. And the article ends on this really powerful call to action. It's
Yeah.
like embrace the power to create your best life. Indeed, contribute to this awakening of humanity.
Big stuff.
It is big stuff. But again, it leaves me wondering, okay, where do we even begin?
It starts with small steps, what's one thing you can do today to align with these ideas? Maybe it's starting a gratitude practice or setting a clear intention for your day. Or even just doing something kind for someone else.
I like that.
It doesn't have to be anything huge.
Small steps.
Yeah. But those small steps can create those ripples that we talked about.
So it's about the cumulative effect.
Exactly.
Wow. That's a great takeaway, I think. Start small, focus on the positive, and remember that we're all connected.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome. Well, that was a fascinating deep dive.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It does. And it leaves me with this one lingering question.
What's that?
The article mentions this new timeline a few times.
Right.
Is that just a metaphor for a more positive future? Or
Or is it hinting at something deeper?
yeah. something more esoteric. Maybe it's something for our listeners to ponder. I like that. Yeah. What do you think a new timeline could look like? How can we each contribute to its creation? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Keep exploring these ideas, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.